So, you've decided that you want to watch The Trial of the Chicago 7, a Netflix film that came out October 16th, 2020. And it's about a trial of 7 people during 1968, during the Democratic Convention in Chicago, obviously. Let's just get the formalities out of the way. It's directed by Aaron Sorkin and stars Eddie Redmayne, Alex Sharp, Sacha Baron Cohen, who was really good in this movie, by the way, Jeremy Strong, John Carroll Lynch, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Mark Rylance, who's also very good in this, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Frank Langella. That's just formalities. I have to put that in there because it won't be an official review otherwise. But anyway, as I said, this follows this trial that stemmed around these protesters of, the Vietnam War, and they were trying to protest the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and it's all about mostly the trial. So here it is, guys, straight up. If you like these kinds of trial type movies, you're going to like this movie. If you like the cast, it's got some nice cameo like performances in here that pop up. You'll be like, oh, I didn't know he was in that. That's cool. But overall, as an ensemble, the cast works. And as I said during the roll call there, Sacha Baron Cohen's really good in this. He's going to be in Borat here at the end of the month, and it's just going to be weird to see this contrast of him acting so seriously to him acting on more of his comedy stuff, and it's just really cool to see him do other stuff. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and all of them are all quality, but the defense lawyer who played the lawyer for most of them was played by Mark Rylance, and he did a very, very good job. I was pleasantly surprised by that. Now, if you are a history buff and you know this stuff inside and out, I'm not too sure if it's all that accurate. I'm sure it's been dramatized somewhat. So let me know in the comments below if it hit or missed some of its marks. But if you are, somewhat casual, I mean, I didn't know too much about this story because it happened years and years before I was born.
Well, sir, it happened 25 years before I was born.
I know.
That's your excuse for everything.
It's just, I can't account for its accuracy, but I could see that maybe some things were kind of like a little embellished. I could buy that if somebody said that. But overall, I think that's what you're going to get out of it. If you are a Sacha Baron Cohen fan, you'll like this. If you're a fan of any of the cast members, you'll like this because the performances are good. Let's move on to some things that are not so good. The directing. Aaron Sorkin, we know that he's a great script writer. But the directing, you could tell at times, especially in the opening. The opening just felt a little too staged. And what I mean by that is that it felt like we were just watching actors deliver their lines. It didn't feel like the actors were talking to other people in the scene. They were talking to us, the audience. And that's a director's choice. And I felt like if there was a little too much of that as we started to get things rolling, and I could see somebody saying that and saying, well, yeah, that's not all that good. Because it really felt, hey, why are you talking like that to your friend? It sounds like you're really talking to me, right? The audience. And I didn't really care for a lot of that stuff. And then as the trial unfolded, there were some good scenes. There were really some good scenes between Eddie Redmayne and Sacha Baron Cohen, because they're kind of like, they're on the same side, but they're like almost opposites. Like one's a little bit more conservative in his approach and the other one's a lot more radical. And there's a great scene in the middle that you guys you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Because you think that this Abby Hoffman guy's just kind of like, he just throws caution to the wind. But no, he's actually got a little bit of some smarts up there. Okay, and then towards the end, it just kind of, supposed to be a big patriotic thing that's supposed to make you go, oh yeah, now I'm really on board. And that's supposed to be like the big cash payout, and it's kind of like, I don't know if that's really working for me, guys. And then it just kind of ends. It just ends like that. And the more interesting stuff that I wish that they had wrapped it up with just are little like story cards at the end before the credits. That's going to rub people along the wrong way for sure. I'm pretty sure about that. So let me just quickly wrap this up and not ramble on here. The Trial of the Chicago 7 on Netflix right now. I think it is worth the watch. I think you guys will get a lot of value out of it, but give yourself a little bit of time because it is over 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 9 minutes. So yeah, for the performances alone, I would check this out. Let me know what you thought about this in the comments below. I would give it a 7 out of 10 for The Trial of the Chicago 7. The Trial of the Chicago 7 gets a 7 out of 10. Yeah, that sounds about right. All right, let's continue on with some more movie news.